Mars helicopter attached to NASA's Perseverance rover. I'm Steve Belair. Welcome to Breakthroughs. With the launch period of NASA's Mars 2020 Perseverance rover opening in 14 weeks, final preparations of the spacecraft continue at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. In the past week, the assembly, test, and launch operations team completed important milestones: fueling the descent stage, also known as the sky crane, and attaching the Mars helicopter, which will be the first aircraft in history to attempt power-controlled flight on another planet. Over the weekend, 884 pounds, 401 kilograms of hydrazine monopropellant were loaded into the descent stage's 4 fuel tanks. As the aeroshell containing the descent stage and rover enter the Martian atmosphere on February 18, 2021, the propellant will be pressure fed through 120 feet, 37 meters of stainless steel and titanium tubing into 8 Mars landing engines. The engine's job to slow the spacecraft, which will be traveling at about 180 miles an hour, 80 meters per second, when it's at 7,200 feet, 2,200 meters in altitude, to 1.7 miles per hour, 0.75 meters per second, by the time it's about 66 feet, 20 meters above the surface. Maintaining this rate of descent, the stage will then perform the sky crane maneuver. Nylon cords spool out to lower the rover 25 feet, 7.6 meters below the descent stage. When the spacecraft senses touchdown in Jezero crater, the connecting cords are severed and the descent stage flies off. The last 100 days before any Mars launch is chock full of significant milestones, said David Gruel, the Mars 2020 Assembly, Test, and Launch Operations Manager at JPL. Fueling the descent stage is a big step. While we will continue to test and evaluate its performance as we move forward with launch preparations, it is now ready to fulfill its mission of placing Perseverance on the surface of Mars. After the descent stage fueling, the system that will deliver the Mars helicopter to the surface of the red planet was integrated with Perseverance. The helicopter, which weighs 4 pounds, 1.8 kilograms, and features propellers 4 feet, 1.2 meters in diameter, is cocooned within the delivery system. In one of the first steps in the day-long process on April 6, technicians and engineers made 34 electrical connections between the rover, the helicopter, and its delivery system on the rover's belly. After confirming data and commands could be sent and received, they attached the delivery system to the rover. Finally, the team confirmed the helicopter could receive an electrical charge from the rover. Before being deployed onto the surface of Jezero crater, the Mars helicopter will rely on the rover for power. Afterwards, it will generate its own electrical power through a solar panel located above its twin counter-rotating propellers. The helicopter will remain encapsulated on the rover's belly for the next year and will be deployed around the beginning of May, roughly 2.5 months after Perseverance's landing. Once the rover drives about 330 feet, 100 meters away, and the helicopter undergoes an extensive systems check, it will execute a flight test campaign for up to 30 days. That's amazing. I'll leave a link in the description to the full article, and as usual, please like, share, subscribe, and take care.